Okay, everyone, it's an unboxing. I'm usually excited for these, but this one, whew, I'm super excited for. Hydrosylum! Hey, everybody, what's going on? Hope you're having a safe and awesome week. So, yes, I just got a package in from Image. Little backstory on Order Up the FOC show that's on Fridays at 1 Eastern, noon Central with Matthias Lewis of Nowhere Comics and Games. A couple weeks back, he got to interview Jeff Johns. And I was lucky enough to be asked by Kyle if I wanted to run the show. And I'm a big Jeff Johns fan. I really am. And it was just amazing. It was so great. You could tell he really wanted to be there longer than he was supposed to be. He was super busy that day. He was kind of on a time crunch, but it was super awesome getting to hear him talk about, the unnamed universe and the Ghost Machine stuff. Um, Danny, who works with him for him, I'm not exactly sure what Danny's title is. I apologize for that, Danny. She got with me and she's like, "Hey, what's your address? We want to send you something. We know you're a big fan. We want to send you something. Not necessary at all, but super dope." Gave her the address. Over the moon when I saw the package got delivered today. Went out there, so we're gonna open it up, see what I got. We'll go ahead and do the editing magic, so you don't have to sit here and see me struggle with this box. So I'll be back in just a second. Okay, y'all. All right, I got it unboxed. Holy crap. So I'm gonna go ahead and take it out of the goodness. This is so awesome. This is so awesome to me, y'all. Uh, so what it is it's Red Coat number 11. That's the first appearance of the Northerner, or the first full appearance. I'm not exactly sure, but the Northerner's in this. It is signed on the cover. That is done by In Hyuk Lee. Signed on the cover by Jeff Johns. Holy crap. That is. Man, that's awesome. That is so awesome. Oh, wow. This is. I'm almost speechless. I know it's just a signature, y'all, but this was totally unnecessary. They didn't have to do this. Uh, I got lucky and was running the show that day. So this is super awesome. My goodness, that's so great. That is so great. So, full disclosure, I'm a trade person. So while I have issue ones of some of the Ghost Machine stuff, I'm waiting for trades. I know this is already traded. I just need to go pick it up. Um, but if y'all haven't read any of this unnamed universe Ghost Machine stuff, you really should. Now there are a couple that I haven't read yet. I have a Hyde Street, have not read Hyde Street. I haven't read Hornsby and Halo. I'm pretty sure I've read at least issue 1 to 2 or 3 of most of the other ones. Red Coat is super awesome, don't get me wrong. I don't really have a favorite, but I got to say that Rook Exodus has got to be some of the most beautiful artwork I've ever seen in a comic. That book could have no words, the art would speak for itself, but the whole Ghost Machine unnamed universe is just been awesome so far. I'm glad I got on the ground floor with a lot of these books. Got to start picking up the trades. I've been laxing that. Man, this I don't know what to say other than thank you to Danny and Jeff and all the folks over there at Image. You guys are crushing it with this universe, man. And I know his brain's probably twitching right now. Ed, sorry. Um, but if you haven't read Redcoat, man, this is the story of Simon Pure, who that's the most ironic name for this character. Simon Pure, but he's anything but. Um, he's basically immortal, and it shows. The first issue is he stumbles in on this experiment. It's supposed to be done to somebody else. I don't want to give spoilers away in case people haven't read it. And what is supposed to happen for this one person happens to Simon. So he kind of becomes like a merc, a mercenary, and he meets some interesting folks along the way. That's all I'm gonna say about that. But the book is great. Um, really excited to see how they tie this whole thing together. Because I mean, this verse uh is connected, and I can't remember if it's in the individual books or there was like a Ghost Machine number one that had a bunch of previews in it. It gives you the timeline of where things fit into this story. Uh, I'm excited. I didn't start reading Geiger until the Ghost Machine stuff started coming out. I still haven't read things. I know I'm gonna get a lot of grief from friends that I know out there in comic YouTube. I haven't read Junkyard Joe or anything like that. I need to. I know this. I need to do stuff like that. But uh, like I said, this Ghost Machine stuff is it's killer. It really is. As much as I push indie comics, as much as I am like valiant, 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 I am the same way about this particular set of stuff from Image. Now, don't get me wrong, I do love Image comics, but the Ghost Machine stuff is really taking over my top spots for things. So if you haven't started in on this universe, you really should get in on it. I'm telling you, if you're a comic fan, or if you just want to jump into something that's not Marvel, not DC, this is the thing to jump into, and you're gonna have a tremendously fun time with Redcoat. I'm telling you that. Again, if you're into the art aspect of comic books, Rook Exodus is going to be the one for you. Um, if you're into post-apocalyptic stuff, that's going to be the Geiger stuff. There's I can't say enough great things about this, and I'm not saying this because hey, they sent me a book, which again, I love my job, folks, because if it wasn't for my job, things like this wouldn't happen for me. I love working the experience. I love getting to meet people that I'm fans of. That's one of the best parts of the job. You know, I get to tell people, oh yeah, on Fridays I work the art show with Nick Barucci, producer of The Boys. Uh, I get to hang out with you know Rock and Robbie on Mondays with John and Rex on Common Collectibles. Like I can't explain to y'all how much I love my job, and this is one of like the perks is I got to be behind the scenes with Jeff Johns being on a show with Matthias. Like to some that might not seem like much, okay, but to me that's everything. That's so awesome, and the fact that Danny and Jeff would take the time to send me a signed book for doing nothing more than my job. Like y'all, I can't tell people how much I appreciate things like this without it sounding like I'm just saying it. I mean it from the bottom of my heart. This seems to some this might be like the smallest gesture ever. This to me is huge. I got a book signed by a writer that I'm a huge fan of. Like I don't know, y'all. I can't explain. Like somebody out there's got to know how I feel about this. There's got to be somebody out there that's like, oh yeah, totally understand, Jay. You're not being crazy. Maybe a little bit, but again, that Inhyuk Lee cover, Redcoat number 11, first appearance of the Northerner, signed by Jeff Johns. That's just blows me away. That's awesome. Danny, Jeff, all the folks at Image, and anyone doing the Ghost Machine stuff. Thank you. Hey everybody, tried to make this a short video. As always, I just start rambling. Again, this is so appreciated. This is so awesome. I can't wait to show Jenna when she gets home. She's working right now. She knew I knew this. I knew that a package was coming from them. I didn't know what it was going to be. Uh wow. It's just that's awesome. Like, again, to some it's just a signed book. To me, it means a lot more than that. But anyway, if you like the video, folks, as always, like, share, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Remember, tomorrow, Saturday, June 28th at 9 Eastern, 8 Central, Hydra Hangout. We're going to be talking about Superman, of course, because it's me. We're going to be talking about the final, the Fantastic Four trailer. We're going to be talking about, Jenna and I's Comic Palooza weekend. Got some stuff to show off there. Also, at 5 Eastern, 4 Central, Bigby McFly and Bronze Age Nerd are doing their Heroes for Heroes charity comic auction event. I'll be sure to link that in the description. I'm going to be talking about that on the Hydra Hangout. So yeah. Anyway, appreciate you sticking around for my rambling. What Ghost Machine universe book are you reading? Is there one that you're like, man, I feel like this is the best one? Do you love all of them? Let me know in the comments. Really interested in knowing what you folks are reading. But anyway, that's going to do it all. Take care. I'll catch you next time. Bye.